Good morning and welcome back to another running video on the channel. Now this week is pretty exciting for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it is the peak week in my 16-week Manchester Marathon training block. And secondly, it's going to be the biggest week of running I have ever done to this day. I think it's going to clock in at just under 63 miles, which is right around 100 kilometers. And if you had told me when I was training for a marathon last year that I was going to be running 60 plus miles in a week, I would not have believed you. We're going to make it work, and I'm going to bring you along to every single session if possible so you can see a full insight into what training for Manchester Marathon this year has looked like. Now, truth be told, I've actually already done one run this week and I'm currently filming this intro on Tuesday morning. So yesterday on Monday, I did an 8.5 mile easy run, which is a pretty bog standard thing for me to do every single week. It was 8.5 miles. It took 1 hour, 14 minutes and 25 seconds and I had an average pace of 8 minutes and 45 seconds. That's all you really need to know about it. Today, however, is a much more interesting session. I've got an 8.5 mile interval workout and I'm actually going to go down to the track for the first time in this entire marathon block to do this session. And of course, I'm going to take you with me. However, before we can head down to the track, I need to get my kit ready and I also need to make up a bottle to take with me. So I'm going to quickly get that done now, and then when we get to the track, I'll let you know a little bit more about what the session entails. So today's workout is a 1.5 mile warm-up, and then it's 6 sets of 4 by a quarter mile. Now those 6 sets are going to be a quarter mile slow, a quarter mile fast, a quarter mile slow, a quarter mile fast, and then a 120 second rest in between each set. So the slow pace is going to be somewhere around 7 minutes 30 per mile, and then the fast pace is going to be somewhere around 5:55 per mile. You also might not have a clue what I just explained. Either way, I'm going to go do it and you can watch it in fancy GoPro / camera B-roll fashion. Let's just go. Track session complete, and I am so glad that I chose to go down to the track. Not only because I love running on the track and it's definitely something I should be doing more often, but also being on a track just means you can focus on the quality of your workout and actually hitting the times prescribed rather than having to worry about dodging cars or being on the road or on pavements. Now in terms of the stats, I actually ran a total of 9.01 miles in a time of 1 hour, 12 minutes and 43 seconds, giving me an average pace of 8 minutes and 4 seconds per mile. Nonetheless, tomorrow is Wednesday, which means it's my leg day, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have got back-to-back runs, which hopefully doesn't take too much of a beating on my body. We'll have to see. I will catch you tomorrow for my leg day. Good morning and welcome to Wednesday. So today is my leg day. Usually I tend to do legs in the evening on a Wednesday. I finish work about 5 p.m. and then go straight to the gym to do legs. The gym is usually packed at that time, and I usually struggle to get on most of the exercises I want to get on. So today I woken up bright and breezy. I'm just about to make up my bottle to take with me, and then I'm gonna go get the session done before lunch. I think the plan for the rest of the week is tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to do my 22 miler, so my long run for the week. And then Friday will be another easy run, Saturday will be a tempo session, and then Sunday we'll finish the week with another easy run. Sounds simple when you put it that way, but it might not actually go to plan. But nonetheless, I'm going to get this bottle made up, and then I will see you at the gym.
take a leap and jump in. We're gonna fall in love. You get this feeling.
Training legs at the gym on a Wednesday has pretty much become a ritual ever since I started marathon training at the start of 2025. So the fact that I'm continuing that all the way up to my peak week in week 11 of marathon training is pretty mad, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself. Before I end today's segment of the video, I want to briefly talk about my long run tomorrow, where hopefully I'm going to be running 22 miles. Now, truth be told, my long runs haven't been going great throughout this training block, and I seem to be having some form of issue with actually maintaining my marathon pace within the middle sections of my long run. So fingers crossed this doesn't happen tomorrow, because the 22 miles is going to be broken down into 5 miles at a conversational warm-up pace, 5 miles at 7:15 per mile, 11 miles at marathon pace, and then 1 mile at a cool down pace. That's a pretty scary workout, and is also going to be the biggest run of my entire block. So fingers crossed I'm able to nail it tomorrow, because that'll put me into really good steads going into my final weeks of marathon training and going into my actual marathon. So fingers crossed for me, and I'll see you tomorrow. So as much as this pains me to say, today's long run hasn't quite gone to plan, and I've only managed to run 17 out of the 22 miles I had planned for today. I'm not overly surprised that I didn't manage it, and for full transparency, the majority of my long runs in this 16-week block just haven't gone to plan. I don't know if it's the pace I'm setting myself, or if it's the way I'm fueling and recovering before going into these bigger sessions. It just seems to be when I get to the 13 to 16 mile point of pretty much any long run, I really start to feel it. And like today, I got to about 14 miles and I just felt like my abs were going to be ripped out of me. My chest felt like it was going to explode. And it's not a great feeling. And I'm taking it on the chin, and there are still positives that I'm going to pull from this run. It's just annoying because this time last year, my training went really well, and my 22 miler I did peak week last year went perfectly. Like I say, there are still some positives that came from today's run. One of them being I managed the biggest block of marathon pace I've ever done within this 16-week block. And based off how my other marathon sessions have gone, I'm really proud of that, and I'm going to take that proudness through with me into the next few weeks. The good thing is my long run is now done, so I've not got to stress about it anymore. I can go home, eat food, get recovered, get showered. I'll catch you tomorrow. I remember listening to a podcast recently, and they said that if you do your long run broken into chunks within a 24-hour period, then it can still have a similar physiological impact on your body. And something just wasn't sitting right with me only doing 17 miles this morning. Being the competitive person I am, I've come out at, well, nearly sunset. I think it's about 5:30 in the evening, and I'm going to finish those 22 miles. We're just going to get the 22 miles for the entire day done and finished. So enjoy a little extra run for the week.
When I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair. Girl, when you're looking like that.
Hello, this is Future Dan, filling in for past Dan, who is meant to be telling you that today is Friday and we've got 10 miles easy to run. I can't find my footage from Friday. I don't know where it's gone, but I'm here to tell you that I did still run 10 miles, and I ran it with a good friend called Stacey, and we did 10 miles in 1 hour and 27 minutes with an average pace of 8 minutes 45 seconds per mile. The run's on Strava, so the run definitely happened. I just don't have any videos. I might have one video that I filmed during the run to post on socials, so if I can find that video, insert it here.
Figured out wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind.
But nonetheless, there are 2 days left of peak week. If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to post way more consistently this year on YouTube, so you'll get more videos like this in your subscription feed as and when I upload them. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and let you actually watch the video I filmed nearly 2 weeks ago now, because today is the 31st of March and this was filmed in week... This is like 2 weeks old, but still, enjoy the video. Good morning and welcome to Saturday. Now today is going to be a pretty manic day as it's actually my 24th birthday. However, the marathon is going to wait for absolutely no one, and therefore before I do anything else, I want to go and get my session done straight away first thing in the morning. So today we've got a 7-mile tempo run which is broken down into a 1.5 mile warm-up, a 4-mile progressive tempo in the middle, and then a 1.5 mile cool down. Now the progressive effort is going to start around 7:15 per mile, which is just slower than my marathon pace, and it's going to build all the way up to the final mile being at 6:10 per mile, which is way faster than my marathon pace. Now fingers crossed the run should only take me about 45 to 50 minutes to do, which means I can get it done, get home, get showered, and then just enjoy the rest of my birthday. But regardless, you're coming with me and we're gonna go get it done right now.
The things I would say now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool 'cause when you touch my hand, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is let you know it when you touch my hand.
Now, other than needing a poo literally 2 miles into the workout, today's tempo run actually went pretty well, and I'm kind of glad that I got up and just got it done in the morning. Now, I have still got a pretty busy day ahead of me. However, the week is not over yet, and I still have one more run to tick off before my peak week is complete. So stick around, because tomorrow we've got a 5.5 mile easy run to wrap up what's hopefully going to be the biggest week I have ever ran in the history of my running career. Good morning, that was horrific. Never let me do that again. Good morning for the final time of this video. This morning I had my 3rd easy run of the week and my 6th and final run of my peak week of marathon training. I'm knackered. This morning I had a 5.5 mile easy run to wrap up my mileage for the week, and I did the first 2 miles by myself and did the final 3.5 miles with my run club, which if you didn't know is called Peckish Run Club. Go drop us a follow on Instagram. So like before, I haven't recorded anything because an easy run is just an easy run. However, I do know people get interested by the stats, so for anyone who cares, I did 5.68 miles in a total time of 50 minutes and 11 seconds, which gives me an average pace of 8 minutes 50 per mile or 5 minutes 29 per kilometre. Now for the big reveal that I'm sure all of you have been waiting this entire video for, how far did I actually run this week? So without further ado, this week I ran for a total of 8 hours and 29 minutes, not including my gym session. I climbed a total of 1,857 feet, and I ran a total of 62.2 miles or 100.1 kilometers. You best believe that I'm gonna find some way to make a clickbait title out of that number. Now, in all seriousness, this week has not gone according to plan by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm trying to tell myself that that's okay, because there are so many things that I've learned and so many pointers I can take with me into the next 5 weeks of marathon training. Next week is a deload week, which I'm unbelievably excited for, and then we're into the final stages of the big push to what hopefully will be my fastest marathon ever. I'm saying that as if I've ran loads. I've ran one marathon, and if I don't PB, something's probably gone really, really wrong. If you've enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, as it genuinely means the absolute world to me. And if you want to see videos like this regularly, then consider subscribing to the channel whilst you're down there. To anyone training for a spring marathon, I really hope that the final weeks of your training goes well and your marathon goes to plan. And for anyone else, I hope you have an absolutely smashing day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. No bad days.
Got it all figured out what I do.